I will demonstrate the difference in paddling feathered and unfeathered paddle and try to dispel the myth that the alignment with unfeathered paddles is somehow inferior to the alignment of the wrists of feathered paddles. I have two paddles here. One is unfeathered. Both blades are in the same plane. And the other one is a feathered paddle, which has an offset between the two blades. This one is a right hand control, approximately 60-degree feather. How you paddle it? You have your control hand which moves the paddle and doesn't let go. The paddle shaft rotates freely in the other hand. Now, I'm going to open my fingers, like so you can see the position of the wrists. Some argue that this position here is anatomically correct, and if I flip it this way, it shows an alignment between the two wrists approximately like this. And goes through zero, control hand is still here, and switches to the other side where it looks like this. Goes through zero, switches positions, and so on. Intentionally keeping my fingers open so you can see the switch in alignment between the wrists. This is a high angle style paddling. For low angle, the differences are much smaller, barely visible. So something like this, compared to the high angle where they were like this. Now, switching to the unfeathered paddle where both blades are in the same line, the same plane. The motion is the same. Starting from good anatomically correct alignment, you will notice I have exactly the same wrist alignment with unfeathered paddle as I do with a feathered paddle during the power phase of my stroke. Exactly the same on this side. So as I go through the stroke, I get a zero alignment, switching to the other side. Now, if I keep controlling with this hand, obviously, I'm going to flip. That's not right. So the difference comes here. At the moment I switch, this is no longer my control hand. This one is. It becomes the control hand. This one is free. And now, what happens? Correct anatomic alignment, which from the side looks like this. Exactly the same as with the case when this was the control hand for the feathered paddle. Let's do it again a few times. This is the control hand. Left hand control. Zero alignment. Zero feather. Switch of control. This becomes the master. Rotates freely here. Power phase. Taking it out. This one still controls. At this point, control switches. Here. Paddle rotates here. Again, switch. 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 And normal motion looks like this. The only time the two hands are at zero feather is here. And on the other side, here. I will also demonstrate with two other popular types of paddles. This is a wing paddle, with adjustable feather and adjustable length. We put it at, it's hard to see here, but this is 0 along the line. We have the two blades in the same plane. Technique is similar. Planting, the two arms are at a fairly significant angle to each other, about 90 degrees. As the stroke progresses, comes the point where the two arms are aligned completely together. As we prepare for the next phase, this one becomes the leading, this one becomes the trailing, even though it's pushing up here. And again, switching the position. At no point am I cocking my wrists or rotating the shaft or anything like this. You can see I'm not doing this, I'm not rotating the paddle. It naturally twists itself in position, similarly on the other side, from a fairly significant offset, about 90 degrees between the hands, while 0 in the paddle. It naturally moves to a 0 offset everywhere, and preparing for the next stroke. Again, 90. There we go. Switch. Switch control. Switch control. Switch control. Switch control. And so on. If I change the feather angle to 60 degree, or let's make it extreme, 90 degree right hand control. Okay, 90 degree. This is a lot. Alright? Now I have to control with this hand. Because as soon as I get here, I have to realign my wrists to be ready for the next stroke. Now, you will notice that here I can't use my left hand to control anymore. I still have to do this one, the right hand. So it should never let go. There. While I'm not cocking my wrists too much, my rotation takes care of the repositioning. It is more than with the unfeathered paddle. And finally, with the popular Greenland style paddle, this is a little special half foil paddle, but doesn't matter, it's still 0 offset. The technique is the same. No control hand. The alignment is between this hand and the paddle and the blade that's in the water. Similarly to the Euro and wing style paddles, there is a fairly good 90 degree angle between my hands, even though it's a 0 degree paddle. At this point, as I go up, this hand becomes a control hand. This one becomes exactly the same technique. Now, Greenland paddles can be used in different ways, such as like this, or you can do a fully vertical stroke. You can use them as a wing paddle as well with a stroke that moves away from the body. They work great either way.